Gomez, a third-year student and taking a Bachelor of Science in Social Work. Crisis happens not just only in the Philippines, but also in other countries, and problems not only in political but also in humanitarian and cultural problems that needs to be given a solution in order for us to develop as well as our own nation or country. The basic problem we're facing are we're not able to assimilate into the host culture, mismatch of values and social systems from the host nation, and educational problems since many of us were not able to finish school, and job problems because many of us cannot seem to find a decent jobs, and homelessness because many of us still living in internment camps. If I were given a full power and authority by the all nation which faces these problems in their homeland, I will deal with it by waking up people to the facts that it's time to choose or vote a good leader that manage our nation and make it develop for all. Because people has a power to choose. They has a power to choose who is worthy to lead with no one desire but the goods for everyone and not for personal preference. And also, I want to create my own law that people needs to follow, and whoever does not follow will be given a punishment, and I will do everything to get that person realize that following rules is a must in order for us to grow, because I believe that giving a punishment is not bad, especially for someone who did not follow the law, and I only did it to control and discipline everyone for the good of our nation. In terms of educational problems, and if I were given a full power and authority, first I will build school buildings for students, especially for the youth, and I will give a scholarship for them so that they can focus on their studies and don't worry about paying, because I believe that the certificate that you have as a proof that you finish your studies will be the only weapon for a person to make them proud, especially their parents, and when they pass the board exam, we will avoid being jobless, which is one of the problems we faces today. Work is one of the most necessary needs of a human beings to get enough money to provide family needs and to avoid borrowing money to others with a high interest, which is one of the reason why there is a poverty. Another problem is being homeless. Homelessness is a person experiencing with a lack of access to safe shelter, and the causes of this are lack of affordable housing, unemployment, poverty, and etc. And if I have a power or authority, I will build a housing program to make people feel that they are safe when they are sleeping at night, or they have a shelter when the rain comes, because I believe that the only safe places for us is our own home. So everyone needs their own shelter in order for everyone lives happy and safe. It is difficult to estimate accurately the number of children living on the streets on Manila. Some associations put forward a figure of 250,000 while the other is 1 million. One thing is certain, their numbers has increased considerably in recent years due to various factors such as poverty, family structure, migration, and many more. These children from birth to 18 years old are completely on their own. They are particularly vulnerable to forced labor, child prostitution, sexual and physical abuse, early pregnancy, and many of them show severe symptoms of depression and anxiety. Unemployment has remained high in the Philippines at almost twice the level of neighboring countries, despite relatively fast employment growth in the past decade. Employment growth was not sufficient to reduce unemployment because of the rapid population growth and increased labor force participation. This paper shows that Philippines' employment growth and unemployment declines were positively correlated with the real gross domestic product growth and to a lesser extent negatively with the real minimum wage. The key policy implications are higher economic growth and moderation of increases in the real of minimum wage are required to reduce unemployment.